Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I'll be going over my Hull City versus Sheffield United prediction ahead of tomorrow's kickoff at the MKM Stadium. Oh, it's going to be a good one. First Yorkshire derby of the season, so it's going to be a good one, whatever, and it's always a good game whenever we play Sheffield United after having one very good fixture last season. We won't talk about the other one, but I will do later on in the video. So in this video, I'll be going over my predicted Hull City lineup, who I think will score for both sides, along with my official score prediction, along with a few bits of extra information that you need to know coming into this game about both sides. So let's get into my Hull City predicted lineup. So starting off in goal with Matt Ingram, although he has let in quite a few goals in the past few games, I can't really fault him too many on them. It's more of like a midfield defensive error for majority of them, although he has been having some cracking performances in the past, I want to say 5 games. His performances have been absolutely beautiful. So I think Matt Ingram is edged to start in this game, although Nathan Baxter is now fit and full on ready to get a game in. I do think that Matt Ingram maybe can survive another game. If we do let in a few more goals than what should be necessary, then we could possibly see Nathan Baxter making an appearance in the next game. But for this game, I've gone for Matt Ingram in goal. Moving on to the back four now, at left back, I've gone for Callum Elder, although he's had a bit of a touch and go in the past few games, with his pace really slowing him down and his vision not being the best. I think that we've got to edge him to start here. He's a solid first choicer. Although with some of the new summer signings that we brought in, that can actually fill into left-back roles. I think Callum Elder has possibly got the edging in this game, with some of them being very, very new signings. Over on the other side, we do have Louis Coyle. Louis Coyle's back from injury. That's why he was out in the last game against QPR. But he's back now apparently, and he's meant to be in high contention for this game. So I've edged him to start in this game. I think that he should make an appearance no matter what, whether that's off the bench or starting. But I think he should start, considering he did seem to be losing something down that right-hand side against QPR. So yeah, we need Louis Coyle in and also our captain. In the central of defence now, we've gone for our centre-back pairing that has been keeping us strong for some time now. Yes, Jacob Greaves and Tobias Figueiredo. Although Tobias hasn't been having the best of games recently, letting a few easy mistakes happen, I feel that his overall effort has been positive, and I don't think that it's enough to be worried about him and actually bring Sean McLaughlin in. I still think that Tobias is edging it in that front, and we're also building up his fitness and things. If you look back to that first home game against Bristol City when he was edging to come off 10 minutes before the end and we couldn't, it's a real fitness hike for him, and he's been doing well on that front. Jacob Greaves, he didn't have the best of games against QPR. It was more of a mediocre performance from him, but he's going to start in this one, isn't he? So yeah, moving on to the midfield now, we do have Regan Slater, the 50 grand man. He's had a few fantastic games, bagging himself an assist in the most recent game, sending that nice long ball up to Tyler Smith, hoping for another assist for himself in this game here. And with Surrey meant to be in somewhat of a contention for this game, along with Ozan Tufan, I don't think that either of them will start, though, in this game. So I've gone for Alfie Jones, still in that central midfield part, replacing Surrey at the moment. Although his performance against QPR was absolutely dire, I think that he should edge it in this game. He should start, and I think they'll probably pick up his form as well. He was making too many mistakes in that QPR game. I think he was the reason why it led to the first 2 goals at least, maybe all 3. And my memory doesn't serve me correctly on that one. But yeah, he was making too many errors, and he was really the reason why we did concede so many so early. So yeah, and then in the midfield as well, I've gone for Ryan Woods. He made such an impact when he came on against QPR. We've seen how he's really been catering that midfield role and really been sending us on the front foot. We saw that in the second half of the QPR game when he came on. He was making the balls. His vision's absolutely perfect. So yeah, I've edged him to start in this one over Christie. So yeah, I think that Ryan Woods should start in this game. Up in the attack now, over on the right-hand side, I've got Dimitri Petras to make his Hull City debut and actually start in this game. So yeah, although he's more catered as a left winger, I've gone for him to start on that right-hand side. It can switch. We know how it switches with these Hull City lineups. But yeah, I've gone for him to start. He's a fantastic player, and I think that he's had enough time with the squad, enough known about him to actually make a start, make an impact. Although Randell Williams did make a fantastic appearance off the bench against QPR, and Ryan Longman made a few good moves in the start of the game, I do think Pelkas should edge it. He should make an appearance no matter what. He's fully fit, and also he's a fantastic player. So I think that he should make an appearance no matter what, but I've edged him to start. Over on the other side, I've got Benjamin Tate still filling in on that left-hand side. Although you'd like to see Pelkas go over to that side, I think Benjamin Tate should start there. Although, to be honest, they could really switch any points throughout the game. It could be like Keane Lewis-Potter and Ryan Longman last season all over again. So yeah, Benjamin Tate's had a brilliant start to the season. He's contributed to a few of the goals, and also has been up in the correct positions, making himself a presence around the striking zone. So yeah, he's unfortunate not to get on the score sheet. Could possibly get onto the score sheet for this game. We'll just have to wait and see. And then the big man up top, Oscar Estupiñán. He's scored in every home game so far, and I think he's only blanked in 3 games so far. He's currently the championship leading goal scorer with 7 goals and 8 goal contributions. A fantastic start to the season, second only to Erling Haaland, it seems to be at the moment. So yeah, Oscar Estupiñán start up top, and you'll just have to wait and see to see if I predict him to score any more goals. Okay, so going on to a bit of information about both sides. Sheffield United are currently sitting second in the Championship. So if a win tomorrow could send them to top of the table, but they won't win, hopefully not. And we're currently sitting 11th in the table after all of the fixtures got played today. So yeah, a win could send us up to third area, but I mean, it's still too early to really be talking about, oh, if we win, we can go up to here. It's still a bit too early on in the season to really be boasting about league positions in my eyes. But going on to a bit of information about both sides. Last time that we met was last season, and it was at Sheffield United's ground, where it did end up being a 0-0 draw. It was a fantastic 0-0 draw, though. We pulled away with a narrow win. We've got to say that it was one of Shotter's crowning achievements in his eyes last season, making that 0-0 win. But last time they played at Hull City's ground, the MKM Stadium last season, it was unfortunately a 3-1 win for Sheffield United. This was still in the Grant McCann era, and we did have Keane Lewis-Potter on the score sheet for us, and then Sheffield United grabbing 3 to themselves. So yeah, it was an unfortunate game, that one, especially being at Yorkshire Derby. But yeah, hoping for a lot more to come in from this game than at the previous 2. So we'll just have to wait and see if we can actually pull out a positive result. Moving on to my official match prediction now. So I do think it's going to be a narrow 3-2 win for Hull City. I think it is going to be a very tight game, and I think there will be a late minute winner for Hull City. So Oscar Estupiñán, in my eyes, will open up the scoring with a nice goal. And then I do think Sheffield United will reply with Ndaya. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I think that he will contribute with a goal for Sheffield United. And then Estupiñán will also reply with another goal. And then Ndaya reply with another one. So then it'll be 2-2 heading into the final moments of the game, when I think Dimitrios Pelkas will score the winning goal. A little bit like Seri did on his opening game of the season. I think Pelkas could possibly do this. He's got so much about him. I think they really contribute in this game, especially in these final moments, if he does make it to the final moments. So yeah, Dimitrios Pelkas to make it the winner. So Oscar Estupiñán getting a brace, and Pelkas getting his first goal for Hull City. So let me know down in the comments what you think the score will be and who you think will score and all that sort of stuff. But this has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss any other Hull City news and content, as we do have the Sheffield United game coming up tomorrow. So like and subscribe so you don't miss any of that. But this has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Goodbye.